Warning to all real estate brokers. There is a major shift happening in our industry today. In fact, it's not just our industry. We've all seen this shift play out with cloud-based technologies all across the board. And with that in mind, let's take a look at our industry. In real estate, over the course of the past 120 years, the franchise brokerage model has been the standard. But think about it. Who owns our clients' mindshare today? Well, you've got Zillow, Redfin, Opendoor, OfferPad, etc. You know what all those companies have in common? They're all cloud-based real estate companies. But the thing is, those companies are not real estate agent centric. And it's important to understand that because we're operating on a completely different playing field than that of years past in our industry. And the difference is margins are tightening, which is bad news for real estate brokers because as it is, margins are already tight. But let's look at it from the agent's point of view real quick. From the perspective of an agent, there's really four areas they're going to lean on their brokerage for ongoing help with over the course of time. And I call these the four pillars of a real estate business. So you've got support, training, leads, and compensation. Now, most brokerages don't even offer all four of these things. As evidence of this, ask a random sample of real estate agents when the last time they got a lead from their real estate brokerage was. And even of those who do have something to offer in terms of each of those four key areas, many have a limited value in terms of one, if not all, four of those key things. So let's take all those factors and put it together. You have tight margins as it is to operate a real estate brokerage. You have an entirely new playing field of cloud-based technologies that have taken our industry by storm, and most of those are set on maximizing profit regardless of the real estate agent being involved in that transaction. And you've got a limited value being offered to help the agents in the four key areas they need to sell more real estate and build their businesses. I mean, what are brokers to do in today's world to remain competitive as our industry continues to change and evolve going into the years ahead? Well, here's an idea. What if you could provide more support, more training, more leads, more tools and resources to help your agents sell more real estate without all of the overhead required to do that? What if you could take on more agents and simultaneously take the liability and the risk off your plate? What if you could not only keep your strong personal brand locally, but expand it well beyond your local market area? What if you could increase not only your income, but your impact and simultaneously reduce your level of stress in the process? What if you could become the CEO of your own global real estate company and expand your brand, not just across your local market area, but across the entire country and even the world? That all sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, here's a crazy thought. What if it isn't? So my warning to real estate brokers is this. Conditions are changing very quickly in our industry. We've seen it happen up to this point in time, and it is more pivotal than ever before, not to mention market conditions this year and looking forward. But even that aside, it's more important than ever before to be looking at how you can best position yourself to remain competitive as our industry continues to change and evolve technologically with the new playing field and new technologies emerging in our industry, taking a portion of the market share, commissions tightening up, and it being more important than ever, despite all that, to bring something more to the table value-wise for your agents. Because if you are not doing that, then the clock is ticking, and it's only a matter of time until someone sees more value elsewhere than they do in your situation if you're not on the forefront of these changes and doing everything you possibly can to position yourself to remain relevant in the changing market conditions. And so here's what I tell you. If what I just described to you sounds too good to be true, I implore you to send me an email, reach out and connect with me, because what if it weren't? Seriously, what if it weren't? What if what I was just describing wasn't a dream? What if it could actually be the reality? What if there was something that you didn't fully understand and grasp up to this point to where what I just described might be possible for you? While I do not personally have my real estate broker's license, I do meet the requirements to go out and get it if I wanted to go and take the broker's exam. But despite that, I have been able to grow and scale my real estate business over the last few years to span well over 200 agents in 29, soon to be 30 states, closing well in excess of $100 million in real estate per year. And the way that I've been able to do that would not be possible if I launched my own firm, went out, got the license. Even if stars aligned, it was the perfect scenario, the margins were great, all of that other stuff, it would not be possible for me to grow and scale my business and my brand the way that I've been able to over the past few years. And so I'd love to share more insight and kind of look more into your situation as well and see how I can best bring some value to the table and insight in terms of how what I've done is possible, and kind of looking forward as things and conditions change in our industry. Because I'll tell you this, the way I've built and the way I'm building my business, it's going to be agile as conditions change in our industry. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about overhead liability risk. I'm not worried about what changes technologically and how that will affect my business, because I'm positioned and poised to be able to adapt and respond accordingly and not be backtracking or not be left behind when and if things do continue to evolve and change in the industry. I'm not concerned with how my agents are going to continue to receive value depending on what happens with the market conditions or circumstances. So I implore you, let me share some insight with you. So go ahead and reach out, connect with me via email if you're a real estate broker and would like to learn more about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And we could take a look and see what from, all of that might be applicable for you in your situation. And quite honestly, I'm happy if you can take anything I share and any insight I give and go and apply it to your own business and build and grow it from there. I'm not someone who operates out of scarcity. I operate out of abundance. So if it helps you win more, I'm all for it. Let's make it happen. And that will be my gift for you for watching this whole video, actually. So go ahead and connect. You'll find my email along with some other helpful resources for you in the description below. And final thing I'd say is thank you so much for watching the video. If you got any value, any insight, or if it gave you something to think about, either case, all I'd ask is that you drop me a comment and hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything in the time ahead. And all that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. And until next time, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.